Hi Sagittarius, welcome or welcome back. My name is Lightworker Whit and I'm so excited to deliver your June forecast for 2024. What we're going to do is we're going to go over what to expect for the overall month of June, do a really good energy check-in, and then we're going to look into your love life and your career. And those two spreads are going to look like what to expect, the unexpected, theme of the month. So we have 3 readings to get through in our time together today. Before we do that, we have to pick your oracle message for the new moon in Gemini on June 6th. So let's see what jumps out for you. Okay, and I actually fell on the floor, so let me grab it. Okay. This is what we have for you, so I'm going to put that to the side and I will read that message for you at the end. I like to end my readings with oracle messages to round out your reading, but also to give you a little something to look forward to as well. All right, now, please remember, Sagittarius, this is a collective reading, so receive what resonates, release what doesn't. And if you would like a reading on your personal situation, feel free to book that with me at any time that I have available. All of my links are below. All right, I really look forward to connecting with you. Let's just take a couple deep breaths here. Before I lay out your cards, I just want to make sure I start my timer because y'all know I can gab. So I want to make sure that I keep myself on track here. Okay, Sagittarius, right now your focus is you're really just trying to balance your finances and priorities. You're trying to juggle a lot of things, okay? And you will be successful. And you're trying, behind that is the 4 of Pentacles. You're trying to be frugal. I really see that finances are a concern for you right now. The good news is you will improve and enhance your finances by the end of the month. It is morning here, guys. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know. I'm not sure if any of you are cross watching. So maybe you watched the first half of my readings and you can tell that the lighting is a little bit like moodier because it's nighttime. I like to record at night because it's a little bit quieter in my neighborhood. It's not as many street noises. Morning is okay too, but like I think there's a truck passing right now that you might hear. Anyway, I'm just saying that I want to just hold my coffee while we chat. Let's jump right in. Current self is 5 of Pentacles, feeling like you don't have what you need, really struggling. Finances are tight, like a little butthole. Finances are super tight right now. Even if it's not you, even if you're like, Whitney, my finances are fine. The other way that the 5 of Pentacles reveals itself is by feeling that you don't have what you need, feeling like you don't have support, feeling like you're left out in the cold, feeling isolated. Theme of the month is Knight of Pentacles. You are going to have to be diligent and a little bit slow and steady wins the race here. You have to manage your energy and your time effectively. This isn't really the time to I don't think this is a month for you to go hard and push it. I think this is the month. I won't be surprised if we get the work smart card out of your career deck when we do your career reading. This is the time to really figure out how to use your talents to the best of your ability, not necessarily use your talents to exhaustion. Does that make sense? How can you use your talents and your skill sets in the market, whether that be at a day job or in the consumer market, to reap the most return right now? Something else, I don't know how dire your situation is either. Something you also have to consider is what they talk about in business is your opportunity costs. When you think about your skill sets and what you can provide, and what you can do to earn money. Some things are great, but they yield a return much later. So you have to determine right now if you have the time, if you have the opportunity cost to invest time and energy into something that is going to yield results later. Because if you need money right now, then you need to focus on putting your time and energy into something that is going to yield results immediately. Does that make sense? And I'm saying that as a creative. You know, I understand being inspired and like wanting to do things when you're in the mood to do it. And I do think you have to trust that a little bit. But you also have to manage it. I have to not bring myself down. I have to ground myself all the time. I'm like, Whitney, I know I want to do X, Y, and Z, but this is what's really important right now. Focus, girl. Like, I definitely have to do that to myself a lot. Key goal to pursue is the Hierophant. The Hierophant does represent Taurus, in case any of you guys have a Taurus that is important to you in your life. But the Hierophant also represents structures, institutions, organizations, churches even, religious organizations, any type of organization. Colleges, universities, hospitals. Think about that. That is what you need to be pursuing this month, Sagittarius. And this could apply in a couple ways, because if you're a business owner, maybe you need to be targeting organizations to work with. And if you are usually, you know, if you're looking for new work or you're looking for a change, you need to look at these organizations to work at. But that is your focus, getting partnered with these. I don't have the Two of Cups or Lovers or anything that suggests partnership, but it seems that your focus is some sort of organization this month that you're affiliated with or want to be affiliated with. Obstacle to overcome is the Tower. The Tower represents a moment of distress where things kind of fall apart, something you wanted to come together. I don't know if any of you bake, but I'm seeing an image of like a cake that didn't rise or maybe got my mom was always yelling at me, like, if she had a cake, we would all have to be quiet because we didn't want to make it fall, I guess. Because if there was too much movement while the cake was in the oven, I truly don't understand that concept. I don't bake cakes enough to know. And even if I did, it's just me in the house. So, but anyway, I'm getting this image of like, if you do something wrong, it will fall apart. The cake will crumble and you have to start over. So the obstacle to overcome is that there's some situation that caused distress and you have to persevere. And a lot of times the Tower is the card that I'm least scared of in the tarot deck, I have to say. I think, to be honest, I am mostly terrified of the Ten of Swords. And I'll tell you why. And I don't know how much you guys know tarot, but most people who watch these videos, they're familiar with some of the tarot cards and major arcana. And my reading style is I like to educate you while you're watching your reading, right? So the Tower is about chaos, it's about things falling apart, it's about upheaval. I usually welcome the Tower card because usually when it comes up, it's something that wasn't going to be able to be sustained. It was a foundation that you or someone else set up that just is no longer in alignment with you and it's causing a change. I don't use reversals in this deck, so sometimes the Tower, this could be in the reverse position where you're going through a personal transformation. I don't like the 10, and I usually welcome that. I'm like, okay, something has to fall apart. Let me just brace for it, you know? Let me just get it together. However, and I guess I am not as upset about the Tower because the Tower is usually unexpected, but it's also usually unavoidable. Whereas the Ten of Swords is usually something that you've been working out for a while. And I guess that's why I'm most scared of the Tower card, because it's like, God, why isn't this coming together? I've been really pushing this, and it's about defeat. And I don't like to feel defeated, and I don't like to feel like I can't make something work. So that's actually my least favorite tarot card, but we don't have the Ten of Swords here for you, so I'm happy. Moving on to what to expect, for the end of June. Actually, this is major accomplishment. major accomplishment by the end of June is 10 of Pentacles, which is success, financial abundance. And I love that we're going from the 5 of Pentacles to feeling need to, by the end of June, feeling like you have all that you need. You got a house, Lord. You're no longer stressed about where am I going to go? What's my next move? You know what I mean? So don't worry. Everything's going to be working out for you financially. What to avoid is Queen of Wands. This could be a fire sign in your life, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But let's confirm. The Queen of Wands, it feels like somebody outside of your life. The Fool, new beginnings. Let's get some more clarity. The Queen of Wands is usually somebody who's very charismatic, very spontaneous, very alluring, very confident female. It doesn't have to be the female, though. It could be a male with with feminine energy. And I don't want to assume, not a male. Let me rephrase that. It could be a man who is comfortable in his feminine energy, not necessarily feminine. Does that make sense? The 10 of Wands here. I actually feel like, you know, by clarifying this, this is more about you, Sagittarius. I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you, hey, I know you're feeling like you need to go start this new venture, right? But you already have a lot on your plate, babe. So let's kind of put this in our back pocket. I just kind of feel like Spirit's trying to tell you not to quite start anything new right now, because you really need to manage what you have in front of you quite well. You already have so much on your plate. Let's not start any new ventures. Let's not travel anywhere just yet. We've got to deal with what's in front of us. Okay. Where to find, what to embrace is, excuse me. What to embrace is the 5 of Swords. Doing whatever it takes to get ahead, winning at all costs, a hard-won victory is often what the 5 of Swords is about. I actually love the 5 of Swords. The longer I work with tarot, the more I enjoy 5 of Swords. Okay. I do, because it usually heralds somebody who's been forced in a position where they have to do what they have to do. They have to grind it out, and they can't really be worried about what everyone else is saying, what everyone else's feelings. They're not really worried about anybody else's opinions, because they know they have no choice but to succeed. And I actually think it's in these moments that you really see what you're made of. So I love that for you, Sagittarius. Where to find support? The World. We've got chapters closing for you this month. And even though there's chapters closing, I'm still not quite sure that it's a time for new beginnings. We'll see what comes up in your love and career. You know, maybe there's a new beginning elsewhere. I just kind of get the sense that you will be given an offer to take maybe a new journey, but it's going to be a lot of work. So let's see what comes up in your career. Where to find support is the World. That's chapters closing, things coming to an end, you know, moving on to the next thing. Your work here is done. Does that make sense? Wherever here is. And advice and encouragement is the Knight of Cups. There could be a person or a romantic interest that is supportive and helpful to you this month. This could also be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is also a message for you yourself to kind of enjoy life and see the beauty in life again. Even though we've got this Tower moment happening that you're going to have to work through, there's still lots for you to look forward to. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side, and let's go ahead and move on to your love reading. Look, back of the deck energy, King, Knight of Cups again. Now, I like to use different tarot cards for different things. So this is my Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. I don't know if it's Ethany or Ethany, but I think it's pronounced Ethany. And I like to use these cards sometimes because the imagery relates to relationships. Page of Wands flipping out reversed. So I have obviously multiple tarot decks. And I think it's fun to work with different decks throughout the reading. Let me know if you guys like that or if you prefer that I work with one deck throughout the reading. But that would be such a shame because look at my library. I really worked to build up this library. I'm growing proud of it. Back of the deck energy here is Queen of Wands again. Remember we said what to avoid? Queen of Wands coming up reversed. What's behind that? Six of Wands reversed, Six of Swords, Eight of Cups reversed. I feel like you're almost at your breaking point in your love life. And maybe that's what that Queen of Wands was about. Don't walk away, don't give up. Let's see what we got coming up in romance. The Romance Angels deck. Let's see what pops out. Unrequited love, interesting. Interesting. And passion. Interesting. Give your relationship a chance. You know what's interesting here, Sagittarius? Usually when I see unrequited love, it often, and maybe this does resonate with you, usually this is about somebody who obviously is interested in someone who's not interested in them. Like this is, I see this oftentimes where people have a really good friendship with somebody and they want it to become more, and they're hopeful and they misinterpret all of these signs. Well, I don't want to say misinterpret because some people, let me just speak in the dynamic of male and female. Maybe you're really good friends with a male and you always felt like there could be potential for something more, right? And I'm like, I know I have a hair. I felt some sort of lint. Okay. You always felt like there could be something more. And you feel like your male friend is always flirting with you, and you're like, there's got to be something here. Like, why won't this person just ask me out? Why aren't we just taking things to the next level? And so they're giving you mixed signals. Sometimes women really do misinterpret the signs, and it's like, nah, he's just being kind, and he's actually really telling you he doesn't want anything with you, and you are in denial. That is something that actually really does happen. But in this case, I don't really feel like this is permanent, as much as I feel that if you are engaged with someone, it just feels that the energy is not equally matched right now. Do y'all ever, if you're married or if you ever know a married couple, you know that there are seasons in their partnership where they just don't like each other. They just do not like each other. They love each other because that's, what drew them together. But there's seasons where they are not each other's friends. And I kind of feel like that's what this unrequited love message is about, more than it is about you being in love with your best friend. Again, some of you might be, but that's not the strongest energy I'm picking up. So let's go ahead and dig into this. What to expect. Four of Pentacles, which is usually somebody really being closed off. Sometimes this is also about mistrust. I don't love the imagery for the Four of Pentacles in this deck. The Four of Pentacles is usually like holding back. I know it looks like a couple who isn't trusting right now, but it's really more about someone who's kind of closed off, reserved. They're not open. They're shut down. They're holding information back. And maybe that's why this girl is like, what's she hiding, right? There's a mistrust, perhaps. But it's also next to the Ace of Wands, which is usually about new passions and new inspirations. So if some of you might be engaged in a new relationship, but you're afraid, maybe you're feeling like somebody is closed off to you, going back to that unrequited love. It's like, okay, we're into each other, right? Like, what's going on? Or maybe somebody all of a sudden is closed off and standoffish regarding a new partnership, a new relationship. For established relationships, this could be that a new passion has you or your partner disconnected from the relationship. They're really holding back in a way. There seems to be a new passion and someone who's holding back. Apply that wherever it resonates. The unexpected is the Devil reversed, which does represent Capricorn energy. And the Seven of Cups reversed. A lot of times the Devil reversed represents releasing attachments, letting go of toxic energy. Seven of Cups, sometimes reversed, is making a choice finally making a choice to let go of someone or something. It feels like you're letting go of something that doesn't serve you anymore. Sometimes Seven of Cups can be kind of like head in the clouds energy, like you really were fantasizing about something, maybe even sexualizing a situation and really hoping that it could work out, especially if y'all were in a situationship and you thought, well, this is going to work. No, you're fine. It's not that it's not going to work, but you just realize, okay, I don't think I want this anymore. You're making a choice about them. Now we do have this Give Your Relationship a Chance card. It may not be that some of you might be releasing a toxic person, but it might be that you're releasing something else that you're attached to. An example might be like, what if your partner's always on you about playing video games, right? And you might finally decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to stop playing as much, or I'm not going to give them so much attention to this anymore because my partner really doesn't like it. Or maybe they feel that you're a little bit too flirty and you give other people attention, and so that's something you've got to stop doing. There's something that you've got to stop doing for the sake of your partnership, okay? Something that you would particularly enjoy. And it's something that would have you distracted. The Seven of Cups, you see how she's distracted? She's like, ooh, all these options. You're coming out of that. You're eliminating all of the distractions so that you can focus on this relationship. But like I said, some of you might literally be releasing someone. Theme of the month, the Moon reversed. Truths being revealed is usually what this indicates. Everything's coming to light. All of everyone's cards are on the table, and that will allow you and your person to find solutions to work together. Nine of Wands is about resilience. Pushing ahead even though it's tough, even though there's arguments, it's hard, you're not giving up. I want to read the message for Give Your Relationship a Chance. Where's my little book? The romance angels see that your relationship is worth devoting effort to. Although there may be issues, these can be worked through and healed. You'll need to communicate to the relationship to ensure the best chance of success. At the very least, if you do end it, you'll know that you gave it your all. You'll also understand the role you played in its dynamics. In this way, you'll also understand the role that you play. What? Sorry, I just read the same sentence over. In this way, you'll avoid attracting similarly painful situations in the future. You receive this card because there's hope for partnership. The love is still there. Working with the counselor may be your best option at this point. This professional can identify areas of dysfunction and guide you both to healthier directions. Don't give up quite yet, Sagittarius, okay? And allow this, the Page of Wands flipped out reverse. So allow yourself to explore your own needs and wants in your relationship. That might have changed from when you first met this person. I'm not sure how new this relationship is or isn't, but your needs might have changed, especially if you've been with your person for a long time. What you needed when you met them is likely not what you need now. So trust that, okay? Trust that. All right, we're going to dive into your career. And if you're liking this content, guys, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you want more of these videos. It also helps support the channel. Knight of Cups coming up again next to the Four of Wands reverse flipping out. There is something to be resolved with your partner. I think y'all are not on the same page right now, but y'all can get there. Y'all just need to communicate, okay? Sagittarius. Sun flipping out, love to see it, happiness, joy, fulfillment. It also might be because your finances are such a strain right now. You know how finances affect a relationship. So have an honest conversation with your partner so that you don't let finances, because finances are tied to behavior, right? Have an honest conversation with your partner, if that's you, about how you can separate the finances from the bond. Right? And I know that's really hard because, again, finances are tied to behavior. I would highly recommend you guys watch this show. It's on Netflix. I think it's called How to Get Rich or something like that. And it's by this like financial guru. He might be Indian. But he actually goes and I thought it was going to be completely different than what the show really was. I really thought it was going to be talking about ways to get money. I was very wrong. It was actually about this guy who goes and meets with different couples and some people who are single, and he lets them know, hey, these are where your pain points are, and this is what you need to do to fix your financial situation. And I think it actually will inspire, it has inspired a lot of healthy conversations with couples. And there's all kinds of dynamics. There's a couple who, like, one woman is like the breadwinner, the guy is more in his feminine energy and takes care of the kids, and that is a whole dynamic that they need to heal. Another is like a couple that shops so much and they kind of hide things from each other. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting show. What does Sagittarius need? Okay, you got some cards that some of the other signs got as well. All right, let's dive in. What to expect with your career. Five of Swords again, doing what you need to do to get ahead. It's stressful, but you got this. Also, too, the Five of Swords is about conflict. But I didn't highlight that message at the top of your reading because remember, this is what to embrace. Five of Swords. It's about conflict, but it's not necessarily that you need to be in conflict with other people. It's about doing what you need to do to get ahead. And I don't think this card depicts more conflict than it does the other messages of Five of Swords. Reverse energy of the Knight of Swords, things happening slowly. You've got to take control and get things moving in your career. And maybe that's the stress of money not coming in as quickly, okay? However, you're going to turn this situation around, feeling unstressed, feeling like undirected energy, into the King of Swords with the unexpected, using your wisdom, using your intellect to figure out how to get out of this lack. You're going to do it. I'm not even worried about you. And even if just by you seeing this message gives you encouragement and hope to change the vibration, then I'm pleased, because you're not going to come out of June broke. You're going to fix your situation. Theme of the month is the Lover's reverse. Again, I think you need some things to work on with your partner if you are partnered. If you're not partnered, the Lovers does represent connection with your higher self. You need to get back into alignment with what you want and what you desire in your career. Coming out of anxiety, fear, doubt, and worry, coming out of victim mode, feeling like the world is against you. When you feel like the world is against you in your career, the world has no option but to reflect that back to you. You understand? When you're feeling like, woe is me all the time, people hate me, if that is the story that you constantly tell yourself and you're constantly telling others, I just hate it so much here. Now, let me just pause myself for just a minute, because I do understand there are some things and some circumstances that just can't be helped. Because I've been through this. Like, as a person who is hyper aware of these concepts, and I've been in a work environment where I just was not enjoying it, and I was really trying hard to control my energy and to try to stop expecting the annoyances, I just also can't control people's free will. And you know, I also feel like it's very hard to try to maintain that energy day to day, which is why at some point you just have to decide whether or not an environment is still in alignment with you. That's really the biggest thing. You have to decide, you know what? I've been changing my ways. I've been changing my energy. I just think that this place is not here. This is not it for me. This work is not here for me. Is not it for me, in alignment with me. This occupation is not in alignment with me, and that's why you're experiencing so much friction. You're not in alignment, right? Let's get into your oracle messages. Caution coming out, which we're not surprised to see, of course. Use caution when making financial decisions. Careful not to overspend on wants instead of needs. More going out than coming in. We have mechanic. Okay. Mend what needs mending. It might be broken, but not all is lost. Consider a career as a mechanic in automotive, aerospace, or repair technician. You have the ability to fix your finances, but a sacrifice may be needed. Then we have take action. Okay. Whatever your question, this is telling you to go for it. Do not procrastinate or wait to take that next step to get ahead. Just do it. Nothing will change if you don't take action. Don't let opportunity pass you by. Well, that's interesting because we had that card of what to avoid, the Fool, right? Let's see if we can clarify this take action card. Because it's like, what are we taking action on, Spirit? Maybe you know, but for some of you who don't, trusting your intuition coming out, the High Priestess. Whatever your question, this is telling you to go for it. So whatever you've been indecisive about, it may not necessarily be a new opportunity, but it might be a new approach to do something. Does that make sense? Nine of Pentacles coming out. This is oftentimes overworking, not being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Sometimes it's related to self-worth, but I don't think that's the problem here. I think if you're thinking about taking a step back from something that's draining you, this would be a confirmation to, yeah, you need to remember I said at the top of this reading, work smart. Stop expending your energy. Consider your opportunity cost. Is the time that you're investing in something yielding the results and the financial return that you need to see in order to have a successful financial health. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Let's go ahead and move on to your reading or your oracle message for the new moon in Gemini. Okay, let's see. I did see it, but I don't know if it's upright or not. It's reversed. Okay, we have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. It came up reversed. This is your sacral chakra, I'm pretty sure. And your sacral chakra is your life force energy. Okay. It governs your reproductive energy, and that's why people often call it your life force energy, your ability to create, not just literal life, but to create in your world. The reverse message is, when this card is reversed, you may find that your creativity is being blocked. If this is the case, you might need to take more risks and open up to new and different ideas. Go inward to find the feelings that may be causing this blockage. Call upon Ariel to help you release old fears and self-limitations. Affirm that you are open to Spirit's love and creative inspiration. This card reverse can also signal problems with intimacy of all kinds and issues of sexual intimacy in particular. Visualize Ariel spinning a beautiful light in your second chakra, calming and healing the energy there. Know that real closeness can be both safe and comfortable for you, and that you deserve a depth of sharing in your relationships. The affirmation is, my second chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable with the gentle waves of intimacy coming my way. I think that's great. And also, while you're here on YouTube, why don't you go look up some second chakra, sacral chakra healing meditations. I happen to like the meditations by the Roaming Yogi. The video is like a few years old, but I actually like hers the best. It's short, it's to the point, and I find her voice most calming. to do some like healing on that chakra. I'm not sure if you're very familiar with the chakra systems, but it's the energy centers in your body that really keep you in alignment and grounded spiritually and physically. So really consider working on that chakra. A lot of times when I need to work on a chakra, or when I feel that a chakra is out of alignment, when I go get a pedicure, I will go paint my toes the color of the chakra that I feel needs work. I know that's a little crazy, but it's about immersing yourself in the colors that chakra governs. So sacral chakra governs orange. Wear some orange, paint your toes orange, eat an orange, like surround yourself with orange things to get to the vibration of that chakra and heal that chakra energy point. That will be what the full new moon is highlighting for you in Gemini. It's highlighting your second chakra, highlighting your intimacy, highlighting your creativity, and unblocking it. Okay, I hope that's helpful for you. If you like this content, again, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I will be starting a new series here on YouTube soon called Sunrise Readings. I'm really excited about it. I hope it goes well. I'm just really open to it. I'm not sure if it's going to do well, but I hope it does. So make sure you're subscribed so that I can be part of your daily practice. I will be doing these readings Tuesday through Friday. Every morning. Monday is going to have its own thing. We're going to be journaling together so we can set our intentions for the week. But Tuesday through Friday, we're going to do readings on energy check-ins and what you can expect today. Just level setting. You don't have to be up at sunrise, but I will be up at sunrise, just to kind of give you something to look forward to and to ground you throughout your day. And those will be short readings, so I'm really looking forward to those. Thank you so much for joining me, Sagittarius. I hope you have a great month. Check in with me in 2 weeks when I give you your mid-month check-in for June. I love you so much. Have a great month. Talk to you soon.